Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Texas. Here we're at the Stockyards here, Fort Worth. So I think, yeah, this is called the. I'm here with Dad here. How you doing here? This is called the Stockyard Station Shopping and Dining here. We got parking here. We're gonna stay here until they drive the cattle here. What do you think, Dad? Do you think this is the railroad where the railroad tracks used to come in here, right? I think they got the watering station here. Do you think they used to drive the cattle off of here, or I don't know? Hey, how you doing there? How you doing there? The people are here at the Fort Worth Stockyards here, and we got a beautiful day. It's going to be like 70 degrees today, or 65. People are already in shorts here. What time we got? 11 o'clock, right? Yeah.
I'm here for the first time from Greensboro, Louisiana.
Wow, Louisiana? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. How you doing?
World.
Wow.
Close to Monroe, down from there.
Wow.
I can see my grandkids and my daughter. They
Very nice.
came and got me and brought me over here for Christmas because my husband passed away the first of the year.
Oh.
And sure we miss him, but he would love this.
Isn't this amazing? Yeah. What do you think?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. The subdivisions, the houses.
Oh yeah.
God's been good to me.
Good. What? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for Louisiana there. He's from Indiana there. That's great. That's that's great. See, look here. So hey, welcome to the Fort Worth Stockyards. Here we see people in cowboy hats. Here's the main drag. So we'll go over there. We'll check out the Christmas tree here. I'm just getting started here. Hey, thanks everybody. Thanks Krista, Grandma's Corner. Thanks for tuning in. Julie Reed. Hey, Julie Reed here. Look where we're at. You know where we're at. Julie Reed here. We're here. Daddy's talking. He's making friends here, and we're going to check out. Eventually, we're going to get lunch here. I walked around Dallas this morning here, and Dad's got his walker there, so we're gonna walk from one end to the other here, and then we're gonna hopefully at 11:30 they're going to drive the cattle, and we'll get some images of that, and we'll just give an overview here if we can get Dad going here. And here, let's check out. We'll go across. I'll be right back here. He's talking. He's making new friends there. Here's Stockyard Station here. So Fort Worth, Texas. We got 10:30 in the a.m. here. We got December the 22nd, 2025 here. What a beautiful day. And here, we'll show the computer so you could ride the rails here. Grapevine Vintage Railroad. I guess does this go to Grapevine? There's the Stockyard Station. And I'm going to miss comments here. It gets chaotic here. 30 minutes from your house. Julie Reed here. How you doing? Yeah, thanks. Fort Worth, Texas here. We're in Texas now. The stars at night are big and bright. We got everybody to sing here. In the heart of Texas. Here, let me get Dad here. Here, Dad's probably looking for me. He wonders where I went there. He's looking for me. There, let's go. You were making new friends there. That's good.
I couldn't hear her when she was talking to you. I couldn't hear her. There was too much noise.
Yeah, it's hard.
She finally come over.
Yeah. She's from Louisiana, right?
Louisiana, yeah.
That's good. So do you want to walk down the strip? You want to check out the Christmas tree? Or do you want to check out this first?
No, let's go there.
Yeah, let's go there.
I didn't know where you went. I said,
No, that's fine. I did the caboose. I was waiting for you to finish talking to her. She just came up and started talking. I did you.
couldn't hear her first, you know.
Hey everybody here, yeah, let's go down there. This is called Exchange Street, right? I think this, yeah, Union Stockyards here, Stockyard Station. Meet the head of the Stockyards. What?
That lady come through the dog and he pooped right there.
Oh.
She had to stay there, so nobody.
Yeah.
Go find a napkin.
Yeah.
Picked it up.
At least they picked up. They curbed their dog. That's good. But hey, we parked right over there. It's $22 to park. But besides that, this is free, and you can walk up and down. And I guess every day at 11:30 and 4 o'clock, they yeah. It's not. Does it work? Does it work okay on the brakes or not?
Yeah, but
Yeah. We got cobblestones in the street. We got cobblestones on the sidewalk there. Hey, tea lime tea time. Thanks everybody.
She saw an old guy.
That's it. She said she lost her husband. Yeah, you lost your wife. Yeah, I know it. But here's What is this? They're selling Rodeo Vegas. Get your Rodeo Vegas here. Sister cities to Fort Worth, Texas. Look at all the sister cities. Dad, you want a boot barn there? Dad'll get a Rodeo Vegas there. There's all the sister cities to Fort Worth. Yeah. So, yeah, let's head this way. I don't know what that sound is. It sounds like a jet engine taking off there. But hey, yeah, look at this. We'll cross the street here and we'll check out the official Christmas tree here in Fort Worth, Texas here. Union Stockyards. Stockyard Showcase. We'll go by the rodeo. This is not my first rodeo, but I saw a guy that had a hat. He goes, "This is my first rodeo." Maybe we'll see him here. Yeah, like or subscribe if you like this content. Hit the thumbs up. More people can tune in and find this. If not, you can watch the rerun here. But if you just joined, we're in Texas here, Fort Worth.
Cowgirls by the Christmas tree.
Yeah, let's go over there. Let's go over there. I want to see the cowgirls here. Oh yeah, they light up at night. They're skiing. They're Texas cowgirls there, and the one's skiing, and the other one's running across there. Here's the official Christmas tree for the Fort Worth Stockyards there. You can wait in line and get a picture. That's what people are waiting in line to get a picture in front of the Christmas tree here. There it is, Fort Worth Stockyards. Hey, we got the flowers here, the pansies here. So this is the Fort Worth Livestock Exchange. I hope maybe we can go and we can peek inside there. Remember we looked inside there, that's where they had the rodeo, right? Yeah. Maybe they got ice skating in there. Maybe they got ice skating inside here now. What, Julie, do they have ice skating inside here? Do you know? Let's see. Oh, it's over here. Oh, it's over here. Here's the ice skating. Okay, good. Yeah, that's an ice skating rink. You're right. So there's the Texas cowgirls that. Oh, I'm walking in front of somebody's picture here. There, you giddy up and glide here. So they're going to open this up probably at 11. They'll let people ice skate here. And there's the ice skating. There's the ice skating rink at holiday time at the Fort Worth Stockyards here. So hey, let's head around here. Christmas time in Texas. Yeah, Disney, Texas. So where do you want to go? You want to go down and look at some of these saloons, or you want to?
Yeah, let's just walk down here.
And while you're here, just wait here. I'm going to see if I can. I don't know if this is open. I'm just going to go here and come back, and then we'll walk down that way. So hey, they got the heated lamps here, Cowtown Grill. I don't know if this is open. I think they have. Yeah, Stockyard Museum open, Suite 113, restrooms. Here's some historic plaques about the Fort Worth Livestock Exchange. Headquarters, one of the greatest cattle markets in the world, the late 1860s. Of course, we know about the Chicago Union Stockyards. The Fort Worth ended up being eclipsing Chicago's, I think, eventually. Fort Worth Stockyards Company was created in 1893. Boston capitalist Greenleaf W. Simpson group of investors. See, East Coast money even invested here in Texas. Here's Stockyard Museum, open. Let's see what this. Hey, we got some Texas cactus here. Look at this. Look at this nice veranda here. I know I use that word too much. Maybe not everything's a veranda, but it's an open and closed porch here on the ground floor here. Galleries and offices. Here, Fort Worth Stockyard Museum. So, if this is open, I'll get Dad and we'll see if he wants to check this out. He might not want to check this out. Let's see what they got here. Favorite museum, open, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Yeah, here's the museum here. No food or drinks, open. Closed. Here, it's open. Let's go right in here. Okay, good. So I'm gonna see if my dad wants to go to this. I want to see if my dad wants to come in here because he can't get around. I don't want to make him walk too much. But if he wants to check this out, we'll check it out, and then we'll head down the Exchange Avenue to Fort Worth Stockyards. I know I'm missing a bunch of comments here. We'll try to get it once we get outside here. You like the bells? No, I'm not gonna lose my dad. Poland, how you doing there? Merry Christmas. How's everybody doing? No, I'm going right back to my dad here. I want to see if he wants to go to this museum or just walk down the street. I want to make sure not to wear him out, because you know me, I can keep going here. And there's the Christmas tree. There's the ice skating. We were just showing that. For Stockyards, Texas here. So there's a museum up there, but it's just like old stuff. So we'll just head down this way. Yeah, it's got the old pictures and it's got a gift shop, typical stuff, you know. There it is. There's the Christmas tree here. It's like we're back in fall. We got the trees, Exchange Street here, for Stockyards. See, look, North Korea's tuning in. We knew they were tuning in. People always say, they joke, they're tuning in from North Korea. There's the ice skating rink there. Look at that. Whataburger. You know we're in Texas when you see the Whataburger everywhere. Experience the holidays. They got rodeo rink, cowboy Santas. See, they turned the whole Stockyards into a gift shop.
The guy usually comes up here with his Longhorn.
Yeah.
He wants to sit on it or stand there.
It's a real Longhorn, yeah.
Yeah, and so then I took a picture on the side. He gave me the dirtiest look because like I'm supposed to pay.
Yeah, you're supposed to pay. I know, that's it, yeah. That's why you live stream. They can't tell you're taking a picture. There's where the rodeo. Yeah, let's check out, see if we can get in the rodeo there. Well, I'll go up there. We'll see. Hey, we're seeing cowboy hats. No. There's the Texas Santa. There's the. Is that Willie Nelson? No, it's Red Stagel. Red Steagall. Red Stagel, always writing for the brand, Fort Worth, Texas. Hey. Yeah, he's on a mission. He's on a mission to. We're on a mission to get to Houston, Texas. Is why this is all just on the way here. Here, we'll check out the big rodeo here, the Fort Worth Stockyards Rodeo. There it is. It's called the 1908 Coliseum. This is the Coliseum Rodeo Shop here. Let's see what we got. I don't think this is open, but we'll give it a try. Rodeo Shop. One time we were here years ago, and we were able to look inside here. They were having a rodeo, but you know, I don't think it's going to be open here. No, it's not. But hey, come to Fort Worth, Texas, to see a real rodeo. They got pins and everything behind here. There's the Texas flag. Yeah, I'll rely on my mods here. If I miss some comments there, people can fill people in where we're at here. Fort Worth, Texas, here at the Stockyards. We got 10:43 in the AM. And we got a beautiful, we're already in mid-60s here. Where's it at? Oh, over there, okay. There, the rodeo shop's open. But yeah, so we'll just skip it. We'll just keep going down.
If you go in the rodeo shop, you can look in there.
Oh, really?
I think you can look in
Okay, let's try it. Yeah, let's try it. Let's go to the rodeo shop here. Hey, we'll give it a try here. Howdy. Color dot sale. Hey, how you doing? Hey, look at that. We're Stockyards. They got a bunch of books. Yeah, I guess you can't see anything here, which is fine. Coliseum entrance. I'll just look through the window here. How you doing? Hey, look at all the hats there. Wow. There you can kind of see in there. And Yeah, this is locked. So you, see there you can kind of see. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Here you can kind of see in there, and you can walk along the side there. There's the Cowtown Legends there. Very nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. So here, look at these wide doors here. So hey, I'm a tourist from Chicago here in the Fort Worth Stockyards. Thanks for tuning in here. This morning we were in Dallas. Now we're in Fort Worth, and we're going to head down to Houston here. So, but yeah, you get the idea here. This is where they actually have the big rodeo amphitheater. You can see it on TV sometimes. Yeah, that door was locked. You could barely see through the door. I remember we used to be able to walk on the side. They have it closed off now. So, of course, everything's for money, you know. But yeah, that's it. We'll have to come back and I gotta go to actually rodeo. There's Mule Alley. There's the Mule Alley from the Exchange Street Fort Worth Stockyards here. And yeah, it's not open. That's it. So I guess this is where you get tickets. This is the Coliseum box office. This is the Coliseum box office for the Fort Worth Stockyards here. Yeah, this is where you get tickets. Tennessee, Mule Alley. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, aging guys, that's us. We're old guys. Bunch of old guys there. Someone goes, "Good morning, Asian guys." They want to put us down. They want to make us feel old, you know. Isn't that great? So I guess, yeah, you must be a spring chicken there, CJ's mom. How you doing? Thanks for, I know you, CJ's mom. You know how old I am. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Here, Pendleton Whiskey. There we go. Hey, look at these he's wrestling the cow there. Let's watch the cowboy here. What is this? World famous Billy Bob's right here. How you doing? Look, they got the nice picture there. He's wrestling the Longhorn there. Look at that. Very nice. Hey, John Wayne, Museum and Supply. Fisher's, I'm coming. Fisher's White Front Western Store. Ricky's Steakhouse.
From this side, there you can see the
yeah,
cowboy.
look at that. Yeah, he's how he used to wrestle it down. Very nice. Thank you. Yeah, we got to get you a big Stetson. You're bulldodging. Thank you. Thanks, Julie Reed. Thank you. See, Julie Reed's helping out. Julie knows. Julie's from Fort Worth here. So I'm glad you're seeing this. You can help out, Julie. Appreciate if I miss anything. So how touristy is this, Julie? Like, people in Fort Worth never come here? Is it like only people from outside of Texas come here to see this, you know? My sister used to live in Mules. This was 20 years ago, and we would come here and they would go dancing. They would do the two-step. There's some big like dance halls around here and things like that. Of course, the rodeo. You know, I guess it still serves some. You know, look, they got all the hats here. Look, you can walk right into the store here. Get your 10-gallon hat. There it is. Yeah, get your Stetson. Yeah, it's a tourist. Yeah, it's a touristy thing. Yeah. Mavericks is good. Yeah. Here's the White Elephant Saloon, Stockyards Hotel. Yeah, some of these you can go inside. They got the old saloons and stuff. There, Love Shack. Yeah, we can cross the street here. We could turn around here. It's basically just another block. We can cross the street and walk another block and go over. Now we'll cross the street here. Let's check out Mavericks. Let's go to this White Elephant Saloon. I think this has where it has the old fans on the top where they're on the conveyor belts. You know, like the or the belts. See the Fort Worth Stockyards, where the West begins. There it is. There's the Fort Worth Stockyards here. Thanks for tuning in. We're here by the Main Street Exchange, Main Exchange. There's Fort Worth Yards bus going by. There's the H Street Ranch. There's Letty's Handmade Boots. There's the general store, Exchange in Main. Here's the main drag. So downtown Fort Worth's that way. We came from this way. And we'll cross the street. We'll cross the street here. And we'll head to there, the Fort Worth Stockyards. There it is. Hey, we made it. There's Dad crossing the street there. And hey, they're working on the street. They got the cobblestone. There's the boot barn, the PR. What is this called? General store. Your housemates from Texas? Yeah, that's great. Here, we'll head down the main drag here, Exchange here, Fort Worth Stockyards. There, Maverick, Western Wear. What else we got here? Jersey Lily, Silver and Stone. What else we got? White Elephant. Yeah, let's see what this White Elephant saloon looks like. I'll just peep in the door here. See if it looks like the old time Wild West saloon here. Please have your ID ready here. Let's see what it is here. There it is. Hey, they got all the cowboy hats. That's okay. Thank you.
Getting deliveries.
Okay, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's good. We'll come back. They said they're not open yet. Open at 12. Okay, thank you. It's good. So here, so everything opens at 12 here. So the bars don't open until 12. So you want to just get something to eat, or the restaurants are open now, but we don't want to miss the 11:30. They drive the cattle here.
Well, you're gonna get a sandwich or something.
Yeah, let's just do that. We'll
go back down to that.
Yeah, let's go back down there. Yeah, we'll go back there. Yeah, we'll go back here. We got plenty of time. It's only 10:51. So by the time we get over there, it'll be 11. I'll end the live. Let's get lunch, and then we can come back on because I want to take a break here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk back to where we started, and Dad and I are gonna get lunch, and then I'll come on around 11:30 on YouTube, and we'll try to catch the cattle drive. They run the Longhorns down Exchange Street there, and then after that we'll get back on the road. And so I'll film here for another 10 minutes. We'll head back to where we started, and then Dad and I are going to get a nice lunch here, and then we'll film the running of the bulls here in Fort Worth, Texas. There we go. Look at that. Hey, thanks for checking out some of the Texas tourism here. Look at, they got the horse. They got the horse on the. There it is. There's a nice view. The Fort Worth Stockyards. They're getting deliveries. Yeah, the bars don't even open until noon. I tried to film in there. He goes, "We're not open." He goes, "We're just getting deliveries." Yeah.
Well, what is today?
Today's Monday. Yeah. Hey, there's Buddy the Elf. South Texas, how you doing there? Rosa, thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, I'd love to go to Dublin. You gonna pay for me to go to Dublin? I would love to go to Dublin. Please, I'm a poor American that's getting poorer under both the Biden and the Trump administration. It doesn't matter. And I would love to travel to Ireland, but I can't afford it. So I'm going to Texas and spending time with family. Thanks for understanding here. Here's, hey, they got the Walk of Fame here, so you get your star, just like Hollywood stars here. You get it in the Fort Worth Stockyards. So what's this here? Yeah, talks about the horse and mule barns. Here's the Mule Alley here. Let's check out the Mule Alley here, Fort Worth Stockyards. Shake Shack. They got a bunch of just regular touristy shops here. People are wearing their boots. Boot City. There's the rodeo. We tried to get in there, but it's not open. There's this old Chevrolet here. Here's your Texas truck. There's the Mule Alley. Yeah, mule, yeah. Here's the Chevrolet. See, it's an advertisement. Of course, it's an advertisement. They wouldn't just let this sit here unless it was advertising some commercial activity here. But here's an old Chevrolet truck here, Fort Worth Stockyards. Very nice. Hey, you can do ice skating here. We showed the ice skating rink here. There, they got all the stars, Walk of Fame.
I remember that video. It's so cute.
You miss Fort Worth, yeah. Fort Worth misses you. There you go. Come on back. Come back to Texas. Isn't there a song called that? Come back to Texas. It ain't the same since you've been away. It's getting crowded here.
Walk out here. Everybody's
I know.
next to the building.
I know. Everybody's looking around. Everybody's by the Christmas tree here. Oh, they started the ice skating. So they just started the ice skating when we'll be able to. Here. I'm just going to run across from the ice skating and I'm going to come right back across here. So, yeah, they finally started the ice skating here at the Fort Worth Stockyards here. We'll show the ice skating rink here. Hey, look at that. So here's ice skating here in Texas. Very nice it's almost like summer-like here. Look at that. Hey, they got the little seals. You can get the seals. You got the orange ice skates here. Everybody ice skating here. We'll show you the Christmas tree. Yeah, Feliz Navidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Yeah, they're ice skating. Yeah, that's for the ice skating. You got to pay to get on the ice skating. They just started that up when we went by before. It wasn't open, but they must have just started here at 11 o'clock. It's close. There, it's got Giddy Up and Glide. I guess you got to pay for it. Kids $20, adults $25. Nothing's free. But yeah, there's the bar. you want to get beer to go?
11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's noon somewhere. They're lined up for something. People are getting ready for Cowboy Santa's holiday workshop. So I guess this is where Santa people are lined up to Cowboy Santa. So maybe at 11:30 when we see the cattle drive, Santa will be open here and we can show people sitting on Santa's lap there. People are dressed up in their Christmas clothes here. Look, melt ice creams. I have to show this to Ernesto. Look at that melt ice. Yeah, thanks. What?
What do you think everybody's sitting there? They're getting ready.
Yeah, they're getting ready for Santa. Yeah. Oh, you want to stay here for the Stockyards? You want to stay here? You want to stay here for the? Yeah, we better stay here. So we'll stay here. We'll stick around here because they're getting ready for the big cattle drive here. Yeah, we'll stick. You want to get a spot? Where do you want to get a spot at?
This is right here.
Oh, yeah, let's go right here.
Right over by the man. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's see what we want here.
There you go. I thought you might put it on.
There's a windbreak. I just put it.
Let's go across from the. Let's go across. Yeah. Let's get out right here. Let's go back. Here they come. Here comes something right here. So here we go. Here we're seeing something here. Dad had the right idea here. So we're already starting to see. Here comes a two-horse team here pulling a Conestoga wagon. So hey, welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, the Stockyards. We're starting to see some of the touristy stuff they do here for everybody that shows up here. Look at the beautiful horses here. Fort Worth, Texas. How you doing there? So you can take the rides. I guess that's what this is. You take the rides. And that's what that is. Yeah, this is a good spot. This is a good spot, Benny.
Selling rides.
Yeah, selling rides here, yeah. Everything's for a price.
Everybody's getting a seat.
Yeah.
It's gonna get ready.
That's good. Yeah, we'll stick right around here. That's a good idea.
Out here you can get out to the curb. Some of it gets, well, I don't know.
Hey, Fort Worth Stockyards. So
I don't know which way they come.
We got 11 o'clock, so I'll tell you what. Do you mind? You want to stay here, right? I'm gonna walk up and down and film, and then I'll come back here and I'll meet you here when they do the thing. Yeah, good. And then you'll probably meet some people. I'll come back. You'll have a group of women around you. Dad was already talking to some people. We were over by the where the railroads go in there, and there was this woman stuck up a car. I think she was hitting on Dad. I told somebody said that woman was hitting on you. So here's the they're selling the rodeo Vegas here. Yeah, let's go. I'll walk you through. Here's the horses here. So here's some real horses here, Fort Worth Stockyards. Hey, they're drinking the water. Look at that. See, that's your horse trough. See how the horses drink the water? There, yeah. How you doing there? Are these mules or these are horses? Yeah, look at that. How you doing there? Very nice. You're getting a drink there. There, let's head over to the Stockyard station. Look at the leaves falling here. 60 degrees, not bad at all. We'll walk through this shops and give you an overview of what's going on here. Your mom believes alien encounters. That's good. Oh, I'm sorry she passed away there, but hey, the memory's there. Yeah, how you doing there, Perito? Wes, Julie? Yeah, Dad looks handsome. I'll tell him that. He'll appreciate the compliment. Thank you. So here's where the railroad tracks used to come into the stockyards here. Look how you could pull right through the center here. And you can research the history of this on your own, the Fort Worth Stockyards. Hey, hey, how you doing there? It's Cowboy. There's a clown, a rodeo clown. There's a rodeo clown there for the Fort Worth Stockyards. And very nice. Mules. Those were mules. Thank you. Those were 2 mules we saw pulling the. See, I'm not a cowboy. I should know my mules from my horses, from my donkeys. So a mule is a donkey mixed with a horse, and a lot of mules are sterile, but they're excellent. They're excellent work animals, you know, for farms. And donkeys are perceived as being more headstrong and stubborn, of course, you know, hence the stereotype of the donkey. And horses are great, but sometimes you want a mule, you know. And here we're in the Fort Worth Stockyards here, and we're just checking out some of the merchandise here. And let's see what's on the other end here. We got some restrooms, more shops ahead. There's a mounted taxidermy Longhorn. Look how long the horns are. Look at that. See, they're taking a picture with the Longhorn there, Texas Longhorns. You see them up here. There's a lion. Oh, they got raccoons, all the taxidermy here. Here's Santa Claus. No. KO Trading. There's your Texas Santa. Look at the raccoons playing cards. Look, they got the snake. Let's check this out. We got a snake. We got raccoons with Cracker Jacks. We got a squirrel, hook'em horns. Look at the squirrel with the Jack Daniels. We got the alligator. Squirrel on a pole there. Hey, they're playing music. But look, they're playing cards. We got the raccoons playing cards. Texas Hold'em. They're playing Texas Hold'em. They're singing karaoke. Got the raccoons took over here. Fort Worth Stockyards. They're playing the accordion. Look at all this stuff. And since we're on YouTube, we can show this. What's the raccoons doing with that green thing there? That's amazing. Look, they got Budweiser. Look, there's Save the Beavers, Ban the Razors. I guess the Razorbacks there. But here's the. Look at that. Very nice. So here we'll hello Santa, Texas Santa. So here, let's head through here. Lots of leather. Hey, Frisch's Big Boy. Remember Frisch's Big Boy? Here you go. Get the big boy. Look at all the stuff. Look, they got an elephant. And if you go back here, they got all the hides. They got all the tanned hides, and you can get a rug here. Look at that. What do you think of that? Christmas capital of Texas, yeah. Get all the Longhorns. Look at this big crowd. There's the, look at, they got Fort Worth Stockyards. We got 11:05 in the PM. And we got a beautiful 60-degree day, at least already. And we'll check through here. Yeah, you want me to get some? Yeah, I don't have enough money. You can buy it for me. That's fine with me. Here's here's what we saw before, the Longhorns here. Yeah, they're selling drinks and libations. Men's cowboy boots. Boot City. Grapevine, yeah, Grapevine, Texas. How you doing there? Yeah, I stream daily. Usually I stream from Chicago. We're on a Texas trip, so I know it's confusing. Why is somebody named Brian really Chicago streaming from Texas? We're going to visit my sister and my brother-in-law, my 3 nephews in the suburbs of Houston. So hopefully later today we'll get down there. We're already meeting our schedule. We were in Hot Springs, Arkansas yesterday. We were in Dallas overnight, and now we're in Fort Worth, and then we're going to head down. Hey, Legends, trading post here. And here's the other end. Oh, let's check out this car. So here's a nice, how you doing? Here's a nice Texas car here. Look at that, Stockyard station. Got the Longhorns on the convertible. Pawnee Bills, Wild West show, Stockyard station, Fort Worth Stockyards. Got the rodeo. Hey, they're playing the Lone Ranger there. Dun 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 dun. Hi ho, Silver. Real Texas Cowboys here. Yeah, Tweaker 2. Ashma, how you doing there, Ashma? Thanks for tuning in. The Horse and Mule Barn, that's what it's called. The Horse and Mule Barn. Julie Reed. Lots of mines. Mines for boils. Yeah, you want to see Texas? You're seeing Texas here. Longhorn General Store. We're walking right down the railroad tracks here. Hey, the kids are playing on the Longhorn there. Take a picture with the Texas flag. Yeah, very nice. What do we got here? Vintage railroad tickets. Grapevine. Here's the Grapevine vintage railroad tickets. So that maybe that's what you were talking about. You could take a train ride here. Restrooms where the West begins for cowgirls and cowboys. There you get your. What is this? Texas Gold. Wow, very nice. Here, let's keep going here. Yeah, Grapevine, vintage railroad tickets, Spice Tea Exchange. That's where we went. We checked out all the taxidermy. This place is huge. This, yeah, the Trinity River excursion train, Saturdays and Sundays. Departs 3 p.m., returns 3:45. So you could take a train. It'll take you out to the Trinity River there. You get a real train ride experience here from Fort Worth Stockyards. United States of America, planet Earth, how you doing here? Welcome to Texas. Candy Barrel. Yeah, you can ride the ride there. We'll head over to the, Dad and I are gonna hope to get some good lunch here at one of these places here. We're just waiting till they're gonna run the Longhorns down Exchange Street. They do it every day at 11:30 and 4. So we're going to try to catch it here. Fort Worth Stockyards. Thanks for checking it out here. So there's a maze. There's a big. Let's see what this maze is. There's Stockyard Station. The cars are coming across here. So there's live music. Fort Worth herd. Oh, let's go check out the herd. Yeah, let's go over there. So what is this? So this is the Cow Town Maze. There's scenic overlook. Let's see if we can go to the scenic overlook for the maze. Here's some horses. Here's the Stockyard horseback trail and ride, so you can ride a horse. Cattle drive, 11:30, 4 p.m. That's what we're going to try to catch here. So my dad's already got a spot there. He's waiting, and I'm walking around here until they start here. So here you can ride a horse here. Let's check them out here. There, how you doing, horses? Yeah, look at that. Beautiful horses here. All activities are subject to the equine inherent risk law. There's the horses. Real live horse here, Fort Worth Stockyards. Yeah, let's check out the maze here. Let's check out the maze. Oh, the poor kid doesn't like the horses. Yeah, let's go to the scenic overlook for the Cowtown Maze there. We'll see what that looks like. But yeah, we're gonna stick around here for the cattle drive here at the Longhorns. Let's go up to the scenic overlook. Let's see if we can see this maze. People trying to get through the Cowtown Maze here, Fort Worth Stockyards. There's the. How you doing? Yeah, let's check it out here. So here's the maze. You can pay to try to make it through this maze. Feel like you're a cow stuck in the stockyards here. So you can go to the other side there. So if you make it there, you can kind of have to plan how to get out here. There's a few places where you can get up and overlook the maze here. There's people trying to make it through. Very nice. Yeah, I bet Julie likes horses. I don't know if I like horse riding. I've ridden a horse, but it's been a while. It's always freaky when they start galloping, but you really got to trust the horse and start really picking up speed. Hey, enter the. Hey, so let's see if we can get to. There's an overview of the actual livestock yards, and there's real live. That was the old roundabout. There was a railroad roundabout that would turn. You know the. Hey, there's Stockyard Station there. Yeah, Julie's ridden horses her whole life there. Julie's a real horse rider there. That's good. Here, ride the rails. People are getting ready they're going to drive the cattle here. So, here's a little train. I guess there's a little train for the kids that rides around. And, hey, look, there's a rodeo. There's the, you can ride the bull like a rodeo here. I think that's what this is. Oh, she fell off. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's very nice. So how do we get over here? Here's the Fort Worth herd. How do we get over there? Let's see if we can get over there. I want to get to the Fort Worth herd. Let's see if we can get over there. We'll cross the tracks here. So I'm lost here. I think you can get up there where those people are at. Yeah, look at this. This is an old railroad roundabout where they could take, they could take in something, you could put it on, you spin around, you switch it to another track. These roundhouses, you know, sometimes they would build a building, but this one, either the building's gone, or you can see the roundhouse, the old railroad roundhouse here, Fort Worth Stockyards. Yeah, tea time, May's tuning in. Good. Let's see if we can get up here. Fort Worth Stockyards, adopt a steer. Hey, you can adopt a steer. It's a nice dog. How you doing? Here, we'll head over here. Here, adopt a steer. Fort Worth Stockyards. Fort Worth Herd Observation Deck, presented by the Texas Longhorn Breeders Association of America. Hey, beautiful dogs here. Checking out the roundabout. Established 1999, Fort Worth Herd. They're not here, but you can see where sometimes they do a rodeo here. And that's what we're going to see. They're going to march the Longhorns right through. Look, there's a real cowboy over there. He's closing up the gate. So I think they're getting ready to drive the herd. See, they're over here. There they are. So here they come around. So they're getting ready to. Let's get on the other side of the street here. So they're getting ready to march the Longhorns down the exchange here. So you see how they're coming around here? Let's run over here. Let's get them. And then we'll get them on the street here. And then we'll go back to where my dad's at. My dad's sitting on the street waiting for them to come by here. We're in the parking lot here. Hey, they're coming by here. So hey, we're gonna see some real livestock, Julie. Here's the Longhorns. They're getting them ready to parade them down the street. And we'll see if we can catch them coming by here. Look at the Longhorns, wow. Here they come, wow. I'll be quiet because I don't want to freak them out here. Here's real Longhorn. How you doing there? Look at the Longhorns on these. Wow. Here comes the real cowboys. These are real cowboys here, Fort Worth Stockyards. How you doing? Look at the rings in the nose. How you doing there? Let's get these cowboys going by here. Real live cowboys here, Fort Worth Stockyards. We'll watch them. How you doing?
Sorry.
How you doing? Hey, so let's head over here, taking pictures of them too here. This is where we parked, so hey, we'll head over to where my dad's at, and we'll get in position. We'll get to where everybody stands on the side of the street there, and they watch the Longhorns being driven down Exchange Avenue here, the Fort Worth Stockyards, Texas. We're east of Dallas, Fort Worth. You can look it up on the map there. And here, let's head across, and we'll catch him coming down the street here. Hey, Alyssa's tuning in there. CJ's mom, Grandma's Corner, thanks for tuning in here. We're Stockyards. Yeah, I wonder what the dogs think of those Longhorns. Big animals. There they are. So we're going to see the real ones. We got a sneak preview here. Let me see if I can get where my dad's at. We'll rush over there. And we'll cross the street. And we'll see a parade here. A parade of Longhorns coming down Exchange Avenue here. Fort Worth Stockyards. Hey, I like the flags there. Ilo Estrada. Yeah. Yeah, Winn-Dixie grocery store. So hey, we got 11:18 in the AM, Central Time Zone, Fort Worth Stockyards here. Well, I'm gonna try to get across the street, and I think they closed the traffic here. We'll get to where my dad's at. He's in a perfect position here. See how many people are gathered here to watch the Longhorns march down the street here. And we'll get to where my dad's at here. Yeah, they're gonna come right here. They're getting ready. And my dad is right over here. We'll find him. How you doing? And yeah, I think he's down this way. He's down this way. Hey, get your merch pop-up shop here, Rodeo Vegas. So he was right around here. Where did he go? He must have moved.
Live there.
Oh, he's right there. Thank you, thank you. You were talking to him. Good, thank you. You big loud guy talking. That's good. Thank you so much. That's good. There he is right there. Good. Hey, you got a good spot here. They're about ready to come here. I saw them. They drove them out of there. They're over there, so they're going to come right down here. So yeah, they're coming this way. They're going to come. Yeah.
You missed the guy over there who brought the Longhorn out where they're taking pictures. There's one there.
Yeah.
He went down there.
Good.
There's another one.
Good.
He come down the street. The one guy did.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah, we're ready. This is time. Here we go.
Cricket to me. I want to hear you as loud as you can. Just repeat after me. Here we go. Hey, everybody! Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas. Welcome to Fort Worth Stockyards, National Historic District. What a beautiful day. What a great day to be here at the Fort Worth Stockyards. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. Now, if you want to know what's going on, download our app, fortworthstockyards.com. Have it on your phone or whatever, your smart device, and it tells you it's free. It tells you what's going on today, tomorrow, next week, next month, all that good stuff.
I was back there, and then everybody moved up here.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to give me a spot.
Good. No, I'm glad you got on the
tonight, 7:30
got on the
p.m.
rope
We
here.
got some breakaway roping going on at the historic Fort Worth Coliseum, Stockyards Coliseum, home of the world's first indoor rodeo. Tickets are still available. Go check out the box office right around the Coliseum. Got all that going on. If you're hungry, you want to get a bite to eat, we got the grill up here, Stockyards Grill, Cowtown Grill right up here. They got hamburgers, they got, hot dogs, sausages, things like that. And if you're thirsty, we got the Pendleton Bar up here. Go get you a cocktail made with Pendleton whiskey. How about that? All that good stuff. So we got all those things. We got all kinds of other things going on today. Check out the app. And we got historic walking tours going out today at 12:30 and 2. And then after the cattle drive is over, we got the Legends of Texas. They're going to put on a comedy gunfight for you. Down here at the Stockyard Station.
You do a gunfight.
By the way, some of those gunfighters were featured in
People were
the
climbing up the trees.
1883. So you might
There's
want
the
to
Texas
see
Santa.
that.
The Texas
All
Santa's in there.
right. We got some safety protocol here we have to make you aware of. Thanks to keep you safe during the cattle drive. We do have some big animals coming down the street. These are big Longhorn cattle. Anywhere from 1,000 pounds to 2,400 pounds, over a ton. And they got some big old horns on them too. So, for everybody's safety, we need everybody standing up. No sitting, squatting, or kneeling. Everybody up on their feet down here at street level. All right? If you want to sit, you can go up there on the lawn, sit down, or somewhere in the back. If you are taking pictures, we ask that you do all of your photography standing up as well, and then post those photographs because we like to look at them. Post them on whatever your favorite platform is. Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Also, if you have a dog, make sure your dog is leashed up. Dogs like to herd livestock. They like to do that.
I know, I was thinking about the dogs.
We don't want them assisting us. We got paid professional cowboys to do that for us, okay? So we don't want them interfering with that, and the cattle don't either. They don't like
I'll
that.
go by you.
We did a scientific study out here a long time ago, and we found out that you move out of the way faster standing up than you do sitting down. So take all those things into consideration, and that's why we do this. All right, let's talk about this cattle drive thing that we do. You are standing in a national historical district for multiple reasons. This was at one time one of the top 4 largest stockyards in the world. This is the #1 beef market in the world. This is the #1 horse mule market in the world. This is the home of the world's first indoor rodeo, the building is still there. We got rodeo going on there tonight. You got all that thing going on right here where you're standing. There's also the halfway stopping point on a historic cattle trail known as the Chisholm Trail, also known as the McCoy Trail. And it was one of 4 cattle trails that went up through Texas, from San Antonio, Texas, from what we call the RGV, the Rio Grande Valley, south of San Antonio, and went all the way up to the Transcontinental Railroad railheads from Denver, Colorado, Ellsworth, Kansas, Abilene, Kansas, Dodge City, Kansas, St. Joseph, St. Louis. When they were driving these cattle, called Spanish cattle, Mexican cattle, Texas cattle, or as we call them today, Longhorn cattle, from 1866 to 1890. It's what historians call the cowboy era. Now, the cowboy era started after the American Civil War ended in 1865. The Civil War created a beef shortage. There was not enough beef to meet demand in the United States, except in Texas. Texas had more cattle than human beings. Estimates range about 6 head of cattle for every person in Texas in 1866. And Joseph McCoy from Abilene, Kansas, sent the word down to San Antonio. Bring your cattle up, we're going to buy them from you. We're going to pay $20 to $40 a head per cow. Now, $1 US adjusted for inflation for 2025 going to 2026 would be the equivalent value of $19 or $20 in today's money. That means one single animal, one cow, I'm using the generic word, you don't see steers, one cow would be worth about $400 to $800 a piece. Cha-ching, cha-ching. There's a lot of money to be made. So they start hiring the labor to gather these semi-wild, these free-ranging cattle in Texas. It's called a gathering. They didn't use the word roundup at that time. They would gather these cattle up anywhere from 1,500 to 5,000 head, put a mark on them called a brand, and walk them up from South Texas up to Abilene, Ellsworth, Dodge City, and all those other places I named, from 1866 to 1890. It was the largest migration of domesticated livestock in the history of the world. And it's what we call the cowboy era. Now we call them drovers. That's the term we use here at the stockyards. If you leave the stockyards and go outside of Fort Worth and call them drovers, people are going to look at you funny. They're not going to know what you're talking about, so just call them cowboys. That's what everybody
That's why they
else
called
does.
that drover.
Now let's talk about the cattle you're going to see coming down the street. Again, they were called Spanish cattle, Mexican cattle, Texas cattle. We call them Longhorns now, and you'll see why. They have some big old horns on them. They weigh about 1,500 pounds on average. We have a little guy that weighs about 1,000 pounds, international grand champion show steer. His name is Little Tex. And we got three that weigh over a ton. They weigh over 2,000 pounds. One of them is 2,400 pounds. Average spread on their horns is 6 feet. There are two half brothers. They look like twins. They have the same father, different mother. They have a spread of over 10 feet. One is 10'4", one is 10 foot 7 inches. The world's record is a little over 11 feet. He's somewhere out in Alabama or Georgia. His name is Ponce Villa. You can look him up. You're going to see 17 of them come down because each one represents a decade in the history of the city of Fort Worth, 170 years. And then we're going to put on this cattle drive demonstration for you to let you see what a cattle drive actually looked like back in the cowboy era. We just can't fit 1,500 head of cattle on here, so we go with 17. All right, let's talk about the American cowboy. Not what you thought, not what you think, right? The median age for a drover, aka a cowboy, was 15. The age range was from 9 to about 30. 9 to about 30 or 35. If you're 35 and you're driving cattle, you're getting a little long in the tooth. But it was a young person's job. So you had a lot of kids. Child labor was the norm back then rather than the exception. You also had female drovers. Lizzie Johnson was probably the most famous of them all, but there were multiple female drovers back then. And then you had a lot of Germans, a lot of Czechs, a lot of Poles. These were people who immigrated to Texas in the 1840s. Some French thrown in there as well, and who knows what else.
They're the mules. There's
the
mules.
Go down and sign up to walk a herd up through Oklahoma. That was called the Indian Territory at that time. The cowboy era ended when the railroads came down to Texas, and it was no longer necessary to walk those cattle up anymore. Now, when they come down the street, the person at the very front of the cattle drive is the boss. He's called the trail boss. The one in the very back, the worst job, is called the drive. That's where all the smell, that's where all the dirt is. But the ones on either side of the herd that you're going to see, those are called the point, the swing, and the flank. Their job is to keep the cattle together, keep them in a herd, and keep them from straying off in the other direction. The company cattle drive will be a chuck wagon with all their food supplies, mostly beans. Beans for breakfast, beans for dinner. No lunch.
Beans.
And flour and water, baked in the Dutch oven. They call them jawbreakers. All right, guys, enjoy this little cattle drive demonstration we're going to put on for you. When it's over, don't forget the gunfight, and then enjoy the stockyards. We'll do this again tonight at 4 p.m. Thank you.
Yeah, here we go.
Howdy, cowboys and cowgirls, and welcome to the Fort Worth Herd Cattle Drive. I'm Barry Corp. Once upon a time, stockyards, right where you're standing, was filled with cattlemen and cowhands. Cattle were driven by men and women on horseback called drovers, with wide-brimmed hats and stirred on this.
No miro nada.
150 years ago.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk down here so we can get closer to them. They really dragged this out, but here's where, if you just joined, we're in the Fort Worth Stockyards. Yeah, I'm not in Chicago. We're on a Texas trip. I usually stream in Chicago. But hey, thanks for letting me move about the country, have a vacation here to visit family over holidays.
Hardtack and sleeping under the stars.
They're going to drive some Longhorn cattle down the Exchange Street here, the Fort Worth Stockyards here. My dad has a perfect spot. I'm glad he's right on the rail there. We're gonna show it here. Here they come. Here they come. Here they are. This is the Longhorns being driven there. There's the Stockyard station there. We got to see them being driven from the pens, which are just north of here. And this is the Fort Worth Stockyards here. And, Texas here. Thanks for tuning in. How you doing? Here they come. Yeah, Merry Christmas. How's everybody doing here? December the 22nd, 2025 here. We got about 60 degrees here. Yeah, thanks for checking out the Longhorns here as they head down. Droopy, yeah, I'm a senior Droopy from Guadalupe. Look at that. There's a cowgirl, cowboy, look at that. Yeah. How you doing there? Yeah. Look at that, there's the Longhorn, look at it. Wow. There we go, here's the cowboy. Wow, look at that. They're calling along here. Yeah, look at this Longhorns. Wow. What are you doing there? Steers. Drovers. There they are, look at that. Here, let's keep up with it. Let's follow along here. We can walk right along with the Fort Worth Stockyards here. We'll head up to Dad here. I want to get Dad's reaction when they come by here. We'll get by good old Dad there. He's got a spot by the rope here. Here's the Fort Worth Stockyards. And cowboys and cowgirls are driving the Longhorn cattle down Exchange Street here from west to east. And here, we'll get right where Dad is here. There we go. There, what do you think of that? Yeah. Yeah. Look how long the horns are. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, Fort Worth Stockyards are there. Yeah, Florida. Thanks for tuning in from Lake Okeechobee there. Lake Okeechobee, Florida here. Yeah, we're in Fort Worth, Texas. Hey, they're looking at you. The cows are winking at you. Okay, these are steers, yeah. Hey, dancing to the music there. Look at that cow. It's swaying to the music there. Very nice. Hey, Dad, look, let me. Hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? It's nice, yeah? So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go and I'll come back. Yeah. So here, let's go. Let's get them going down Exchange here. They do a Wild West gunfight. We'll get the Longhorns going by the official Christmas tree here in Fort Worth, Texas. Look at this. They do this every day, I think. At 11:30 and 4 p.m. They do the cattle drive here. This is what this is. We got a beautiful weather here. There's the Christmas tree, the ice skating rink here, the Fort Worth Stockyards. Look at all the people that came here to gather to see this. Babies and yeah, there it is. So here's the main drag here. We'll get them going under the gate here. There's the rodeo. There's where the Coliseum, the first rodeo anywhere in the world, was held here in Fort Worth. They're gonna have a rodeo tonight there. Not my first rodeo here. Here we'll get here they turn the corner here. So here's where they herd them back to the pens there. So here's where they go. They turn here, and we'll get them heading around here. We'll get them heading around the bend here, and then we'll head back to Dad. We'll get some lunch, and we'll go get on heading down to Houston there. But hey, there they are.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. How about a little sweet love for the cattle drive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, I ran out of time, so I didn't get to to finish saying what I need to say. About a quarter to a third of the drovers were black or Mexican. The Mexican cowboys are called vaqueros. Vaqueros is Spanish word for cow in Spanish. Now, it is the Christmas holidays. Christmas is nigh upon us. It's this week. When I think of Christmas, I think of ice skating. We got ice skating up here on the lawn, so go up there and get some cookies and go do a spin on the ice. Go up there and do a little ice skating today. Even though it's going to be 75 degrees here in Fort Worth.
It'll be 75 degrees today here.
And we appreciate you guys coming out.
Well, hey.
Get your last minute Christmas shopping done.
Yeah, last minute Christmas shopping. Here, let's head on the street here. We can walk right on the street. And yeah, we'll go back. We'll collect my dad. We'll go get some lunch here. So I'm going to wrap this up here. Thanks everybody that tuned in. See part of the Fort Worth Stockyards here. That's what we came to see here. I'm glad Dad got to see it. We're going to head down to Houston. I'll be doing some live streams from Houston, but not that often. I'll try to message my mod team and everybody else to let people know. There's a real cowboy there. Look at that. There's the guy there's the MC there. So let's collect Dad here and let's go get some lunch. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks mods and everybody else. If I missed your comments, sorry about that. It's kind of chaotic live streaming here. So I'm going to get some lunch and we're going to head down to Houston. We'll do some live streaming. We'll hopefully get to Galveston maybe next week before New Year's. And we'll see you later here from Fort Worth Stockyards. You ready to get some lunch? You ready to get some lunch?
Stand in line to eat here and get on the road.
We get on the road. Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
I think it'll be crowded.
Yeah, it'll be crowded.
It's just my idea.
I think it's a good idea.
We just parked right over
Yeah, we parked here. So we might have to go out a different way. I don't know how we get out, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. Okay, good. So I'm going to sign off here.
Everybody gets off the road.
So hey, we'll see you a little bit. Check out the reruns both on YouTube, TikTok. We went to Hot Springs yesterday. We went to Dallas this morning. We'll get to Houston. And Merry Christmas. We'll see you in Houston there. That's Danny there. That's Danny. So hey, thanks a lot. We'll see you later there. Merry Christmas. This is Fort Worth Stockyards, Texas.
Did you get the mules with the...
Yeah, I got the mules there.
Boy, they were big. There's some people who were in the road. They were in the way.
Let's go over there. Let's go over there. We'll show the mules there. You ready to go? Yeah, okay. Let's go. Let's get out of here. We'll get back on the road. We're going to get on the road and get some lunch. And that they got the...
You know, you won't be able to drive out as long as everybody's in the street.
There's people driving out. They're letting people out. So good. We can get out here. So yeah, we got to be careful here. So yeah, I'll show you the mules. They're giving mule rides here on this Conestoga type wagon. And hey, we'll see you around Christmas there from Houston's, maybe the Woodlands. We'll go over there. Here's the mules at the Fort Worth Stockyards here. Everybody's taking pictures. I'm trying to. They were drinking water there. There's the Dad missed the smells, the farm smells of manure and horses and cattle. There, everybody's taking pictures in front of the mules here, Fort Worth Stockyards. Here, we'll get Dad in front of the mule there. Hey, thanks everybody. Thanks Wes, thanks T-Lime, T-Time, One Golden Nubian, Julie Reed, Kiki Frost, Grandma's Corner, thanks for being on, really appreciate it. There, Dad's gonna get a picture. Dad, you gonna get a picture? There's Dad with the mules there. Those are mules, right? Yeah, those are mules. They were drinking from the horse trough there before. That's very nice. Good. So, hey, Merry Christmas. We'll see you a little bit. Thanks, Julie. Julie, who's your girl? Thanks. Julie Reed, I'm glad you saw this. Merry Christmas, Julie. We'll see you soon. Yeah, we're in that light. All right, we'll see you later. Thanks a lot. Okay, bye. Thanks, Grandma's Corner.